Hi, this is Welcome to Self, and I'm your host, Dr. Hayley D. Quinn, fellow human, business owner, and coach for women like you who want to increase your own self-care and self-compassion, change the relationship you have with yourself and your business, and elevate your business to a new level so you can live the full and meaningful life you desire. Welcome to Self is a podcast for women business owners. It is a place where you can come and learn about the practices that will assist you as a business owner, get tips on how to engage in your business in a way that is sustainable for you. Realise that you're not alone in the ways that you struggle, and have your curiosity piqued on various topics as I chat to wonderful guests and bring you solo episodes. This is a place to remember that you are human first and have different tasks in your business and different roles in your life that need your attention, and for that you need to take care of yourself in the best way you can. This is a place of nourishment, growth, and helpful information. A place where you can learn ways to assist you and your business to thrive. Hi, and welcome to another episode, and the start of more solo episodes that will be known as Bite-Sized Business. I've made the decision to increase back to fortnightly episodes. For those of you that have been listening for a long time, you'll know that episodes used to be fortnightly, and I made the choice to move to monthly because the workload was actually becoming too much for me to do on my own. I used to have someone else do my podcast management, and they could no longer do it, so I had to take that role on for myself. And I knew that if I tried to keep doing episodes at the frequency that I'd previously been doing them, I was going to get overwhelmed and be overcommitted in the things that I needed to do. So I made the decision to move the episodes to monthly. It wasn't an easy decision for me to make because I did really want to keep providing the information on a more regular basis. And I really love creating episodes and interviewing guests. But I knew I had to prioritise my own well-being in making that decision. And it was the right decision for me. Since then, my business has evolved, and I have made some choices to bring somebody onto my team to help me with some of the tasks that need doing, particularly around the podcast. Which is exciting because what that means is I can focus on creating content and recording the podcast and not have to worry so much about what's happening with the back end of it. So why Bite-Sized Business? Well, let's be honest, it was a catchy little name that popped into my head when I was on a walk one day, and I like it, so that's what I'll be calling these solo episodes. What can I say? Not all business decisions are the result of stimulated thinking and protracted decision making. The idea of these episodes is that they will be short, easily digestible, and include some helpful tips and information to assist you to engage in your business in a way that is more sustainable for you. I'll even include some guided meditations if I get feedback that these are helpful. I also encourage you to reach out and let me know what you'd like to hear about, any topics that particularly interest you, or areas that you're struggling with and don't know how to address. Although this episode is only intended to be an introduction to the new format and frequency, I will share with you one of the tips that I use throughout my days that, whilst it sounds so simple, really has been a game changer for me. Really has made a difference for me in my business and also the other aspects of my life. I'm talking about using your breath. And often I'll hear people kind of sound a bit doubtful that that's going to be particularly helpful. And they're wanting some tool or strategy that's going to help fix a problem. Or maybe there's a little bit of eye rolling that might happen. But bear with me because this really has been a game changer for me. Your breath is one of your greatest assets. It can really help you change the way you're feeling. And it can really help you slow down and quieten your mind so that you can actually access your own wisdom, of which you have so much. Often when we're really busy running our business and doing all our life admin, we just don't get to hear the wisdom because there's too much other noise in our mind. When you intentionally slow down your breath, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. This is part of your nervous system that allows you to feel a sense of safeness and feel grounded. Your rest and digest system. When you activate this system, it messages to you that all is well, and you can focus on the broader picture. On the other hand, when your sympathetic nervous system is activated, you're more likely to be feeling anxious or on high alert in your flight, fight, freeze, fawn response. And as such, your focus will be narrower and your motivation will be to get safe no matter what. Now, this doesn't always make for the best decisions in your business, and I will be doing an episode more on this later. So I invite you to just take a moment now to intentionally slow down your breath. Just be aware of your in-breath and your out-breath. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You don't need to close your eyes. You can close your eyes if you want to, and it's safe to do so, but you don't need to. Just notice the rise and fall of your belly and your chest as you breathe in and breathe out. And slow your breath to a level that feels comfortable to you. You may want to breathe in for a count of 4 or 5, and breathe out for that same count of 4 or 5, or whatever feels right for you. As you do this, just notice how you feel. What your body feels like, what your mind feels like. Perhaps you might notice the thoughts in your mind slowing down a little bit. You might not, that's normal too, especially if this is something you haven't done before. It does take practice, and like most things, with practice it will get easier. Having said that, even when you're well practiced at this, you will likely still have many times when your mind just doesn't want to slow down, but rather jumps around all over the place. You can gift yourself just a few moments of this soothing rhythm breathing whenever you like. And this is something I invite you to practice over the next few days. Just taking a few moments to slow down your breath and pay attention to what's different when you do this. I'd love to hear how you go when you try this some more. So send me a message either on socials or flick me an email. I'd love to hear from you. I hope the first little episode of Bite Size Business has been helpful, and I look forward to bringing more of them to you soon. Go well and go gently with yourself. Thank you for sharing this time with me today. I hope your time here was helpful and supportive. If there has been something in this episode that you found helpful, I invite you to share it with another person you think might benefit. If you've benefited in any way from the podcast, please do me a favour and show my pod some love by giving it a 5-star rating and review. Ratings, reviews and shares really help to increase awareness and reach of the podcast, meaning I can spread helpful information more widely. All reviews are welcome and much appreciated, as I know they take time out of your day. If you'd like to be notified when the next episode airs, please use the link in the show notes to join my mailing list. If you have any particular topics you'd like to learn more about, or guests you'd like to hear from, please reach out and let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Music and editing by Nissa Ray. Thanks, Nissa. I wish you all well in your relationship with yourself and your business, and may you go well and go gently.